Please be seated, graduates. Good afternoon, and welcome to the Dublin Jerome High School Class of 2021 graduation ceremony. This is the 16th graduating class from Dublin Jerome High School and the 124th time students have graduated from Dublin City Schools. Graduation is a time of celebration and recognition for our graduates, both for Dublin Jerome High School and for Dublin City Schools. We are fortunate to live in a great country with freedoms like no other. With this being Memorial Day weekend, it reminds us this time to pause and remember all of the men and women who bravely served and gave their lives for us. This afternoon, we would like to begin by recognizing those veterans who made our freedom possible. Would all the veterans here this afternoon please stand to be recognized at this time? We thank you for your service. At this time, I ask everyone to rise for the national anthem sung by our Jerome Chorale students.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
On behalf of the Jerome administrative team of Mr. Madi Osman, Dr. Jamie Stewart, Mr. Jerry Obney, and Mr. Joe Blind, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 Dublin Jerome graduation ceremony. It's my pleasure to welcome Dr. John Marshausen, Superintendent, Mr. Tom McDonald, Director of Secondary Education, Mr. Brian Kern, Treasurer, and Mrs. Lori Misi, Emerald Campus Administrator. We welcome you on this joyous day. We are also pleased to welcome the Dublin City Schools Board of Education member, Mr. Rick Weiniger, for being here today. We would also like to thank President Chris Valentine, Vice President Lynn May, Mr. Scott Melody, and Mr. Stu Harris for their support and commitment to Dublin City Schools this year. Thank you. Before we move too far into the ceremony, I would like to take a quick moment to welcome our new superintendent, Dr. John Marshausen, to our ceremony. Dr. Marshausen began his tenure with Dublin City Schools on May 3rd. He has been a superintendent for the past 16 years, most recently serving as the Hilliard City School superintendent. He's the only K-12 member of the Governor's Task Force on Ohio Higher Education and is a visiting assistant professor, superintendent in residence with The Ohio State University, and is a member of the Ohio State University's Workforce Development Committee. Dr. Marshausen and his wife Susan have 2 daughters. We are excited to have you here today to celebrate with us and are looking forward to your leadership of Dublin City Schools. We appreciate the support from you, our Board of Education, and the Central Office Administrative Team. Thank you for sharing your time with us today. I am so grateful to have the opportunity to share Dublin Jerome's 16th commencement ceremony with all of you. I would like to acknowledge our parents, family members, friends, and other guests joining us today in person and on the live stream. Your guidance, support, and perseverance over the past year is deeply appreciated. Seniors, please take a moment to thank your family and friends for their help and their support over your high school career. I would also like to take a moment to thank and recognize the faculty and staff of Dublin Jerome High School. Your determination, flexibility, and commitment to create safe learning experiences for our students has been evident since August. Students, our staff cares deeply about you, your dreams, and your aspirations, and they have worked tirelessly to help you reach them. Would the DJHS staff stand to be recognized? I'd also like to take a quick moment to wish Mr. Brian Stevens well as he retires from Dublin City Schools. Mr. Stevens has had an incredible impact on the DJHS marching band and instrumental music programs. Mr. Stevens, we're going to miss you, but we wish you nothing but the best. Thank you. I'd also like to take a quick moment to thank Kristen Huber, Barb Bailey, Annie Beaufort, Inka Major, Kelly Stover, Jeannie Vicari, Karen Adolph, Colleen Bender, Barb Bernard, and George Nosker. These ladies have worked together on all aspects of graduation to ensure it was a special experience for all of you, and I appreciate all of their hard work and effort. Thank you. There is also one special thank you that I hope you can indulge me with today. I'm not sure if they're watching or not, but I want to make sure I publicly thank my wife, Carrie, and my two kids, Charlie and Nora, for navigating the last 18 months with me. As you might imagine, I'm not that easy to deal with. Your love, your encouragement, and support means the world to me. I love you guys, and I'm looking forward to spending time this summer with you. Thank you, guys. Most importantly, I want to thank you, graduates seated before me today. Class of 2021, today is a celebration of your accomplishments. While you are naturally looking forward to the future, we want to pause and remember this moment. Today we celebrate you. You are an amazing group of young people, and it has been my honor to be a small part in your life. Thank you. Would you do me the honor of standing so that we can recognize you? Thank you. You could be seated. Now's the time just to highlight a few of your outstanding honors, which is never easy with the list of accomplishments that you all have. So I'm going to do my best. The talent at Jerome is extensive. If we named every single accolade that each one of you has earned, we would be here for most of the afternoon and evening. And I already know that many of you have plans this afternoon and evening just because people have asked me. So I'm going to do my best to keep it short. These accomplishments shared will highlight the diverse and impressive talent that we have in the class of 2021. First, Dublin City Schools and Jerome High School is proud to recognize each student with an overall GPA of 4.1 and higher as a valedictorian. The class of 2021 remarkably has 116 valedictorians, which are recognized with a valedictorian medal. 72% of the class of 2021 is recognized as having a 3.5 or higher, and 200 of those students scored a 26 composite or a 1210 SAT combined to be named a President's Education Award for Excellence. Each of these students received honors cords and or medals. This is an outstanding number, and we wish these students the very best on the next level of academic pursuit. Congratulations. %83 of the class of 2021 has earned a diploma with honors from the state of Ohio. In addition, the class of 2021 had the opportunity to demonstrate readiness with knowledge and skills essential for future success. This year, 406 of the 427 students in the graduating class have earned the Science Seal, 393 earned the Citizenship Seal, and 289 earned the College Ready Seal. All of these seals will be represented on the student's diploma when you receive them this afternoon. Congratulations. We also proudly recognize our 12th International Baccalaureate Program Diploma Candidate class. Life in the 21st century in an interconnected, globalized world requires critical thinking skills and a sense of international mindedness, something that International Baccalaureate Diploma Program students come to know and understand. Students participating in the two-year IB Diploma Program complete 6 academically rigorous courses consisting of English, world language, social studies, science, math, and arts. In addition, they participate in a philosophy course that interacts their coursework, complete extensive community service, and research and intensive independent study called the Extended Essay. We honor these 16 graduates recognized by receiving an IB stole for taking the initiative to participate in this highly prestigious international program. Today, we congratulate the following the IB diploma candidates. Will the IB diploma candidates stand to be recognized? Thank you. If you could not already tell, Dublin Jerome High School is consistently recognized as a leader in academic achievement. More evidence is our National Merit semifinalists and finalists. The class of 2021 has an impressive 23 National Merit finalists. This honor is only achieved by students who score near the top 0.5% on the PSAT of all graduating seniors in each state. To put this in perspective, Ohio had a total of 681 National Merits, and 23 of them are before you. Jerome High School exceeded the entire state of Wyoming, and if you combine those 23 with our commended scholars, would have passed North Dakota and South Dakota had Ohio's cutoff scores been as low as those states. Will the following National Merit finalists please stand to be recognized? Yashis Apogee, Catherine Bell, Jeffrey Chang, Rushik Chulavuri, Ashley Kovitz, Munith Elindula, Justin Guo, Owen Guo, Braden Havenstein, Adite Jambale, Nishla Jindal, Dishta Jotsigangi, Anish Kathini, Siddharth Katakikar, Rishi Komar Reddy Kosna, Rishi Kupsik, Aiden Lee, Manasa Nandigam, Raul Prebu, Nikhil Srivastava, Sahithi Tulamuri, Ethan Tom, and Dennis Zhao. Congratulations. The class of 2021 also had an impressive number of National Merit commended scholars who are graduating in the top 5% of all graduating seniors on the PSAT in the nation. This year, we have 12 National Merit commended scholars. Will these students please stand to be recognized? Samitha Bopana, Akil Davila, Subhash Kanaparte, Ji Woo Kwon, Madeline Lucas, Lauren Metzger, Jonah Myers, Sydney Situ, Tushara Talasia, Ashley Tarrant, Justin Zhao, and Ryan Ziegler. Ladies and gentlemen, our National Merit Commended Scholars, thank you. The class of 2021 is home to 7 students who have received a perfect score on the ACT and SAT. Would the following students please stand and remain standing? Rushik Chilavuri, Braden Havenstein, Owen Guo, Manasa Nandingam, Dennis Zhao. We'd also like to recognize Anish Kathini for receiving a perfect score on the SAT. 5 of these individuals standing have received the United States President's Scholar Candidate recognition. This elite national recognition is by invitation only and is based solely on exceptional ACT and SAT scores. Rushik Chilavuri, Braden Havenstein, Anish Kathini, Aiden Lee, and Manasa Nandingam received those honors. Congratulations to all of you. Although too numerous to name today, which is a good problem to have, the class of 2021 has 35 AP scholars, 46 AP scholars with distinction, 14 AP scholar with honor, and 15 national AP scholars. Please join me in congratulating them with their efforts. On this Memorial Day weekend, we also want to take a moment to recognize those students who have committed to serving in the military. First, we would like to congratulate Connor Duffy on his appointment to the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy. The U.S. Merchant Marines is one of 5 service academies and requires a congressional appointment, fitness assessment, and meeting rigorous academic standards. Would Connor and the other students that have chosen to make a commitment to serve in the military please stand to be recognized? We are also seeing more of our students take gap years, attending apprenticeship and trade programs, working directly after high school, or taking a different path altogether. We would like to congratulate those following students who have spent the last 2 years working towards certifications or career preparation at Tolles, Delaware Area Career Center, in programs like automotive technology, criminal justice, communication, outdoor careers, engineering, equine science, and pre-vet, to name a few. We'd also like to congratulate the 8 Jerome seniors that completed their year-long capstone research project as a part of the Biomedical Research Academy at Emerald Campus. In addition, we had a large number of students that took part in one of our other experiential learning academies at Emerald. Would the following Tolles, Delaware Area Career Center, and Emerald Academy students please stand to be recognized? If you're sitting here today and you find yourself not 100% sure what your plans are for next year, please know that it's okay no matter your choices. You have the tools to be successful in the next steps of your life. As we all know, life can take many directions, and we're all proud of you. The class of 2021 is not only academically talented, but they excel in the performing and visual arts, athletics, and even esports. While we have too many honors to name individually, we do want to recognize some of the highlights of this class. We're going to start with our newest first. This year was the inaugural year of our Dublin Jerome esports team. This season, they competed against 46 other teams across the state, and this past week, they won their first state championship in the League of Legends, and also were state runners-up in Valorant. With those students that are a member of the team, please stand to be recognized. Didn't know that, did you? Members of the Dublin Jerome HOSA, future medical professionals, qualified for the ILC International Leadership Competition, and 4 seniors placed first in their respective areas. These students will participate in the leadership competition over the summer. The Dublin Jerome mock trial had 3 teams, a Jerome first, qualified for the state level competition. We would also like to congratulate Subhash Kanaparthe, who qualified for the United States of America Mathematical Olympiad. Approximately 300 students qualify from across the United States each year and is considered one of the most prestigious awards for high school students in the United States in the area of mathematics. With Subhash, our mock trial, and HOSA teams, please stand to be recognized. We also want to congratulate the seniors in this graduating class who have received high commendation for their talents in speech and debate, Model UN, coding. The list of commendations goes on and on. It's simply amazing. Thank you. While the DJHS Marching Band, Wind Symphony, and Symphonic Band were unable to compete this year, the class of 2021 had 3 consecutive years of straight superior ratings at all OMEA marching band and concert band events. The drama club and theater classes were able to perform 4 different shows this year, in spite of restrictions. They were nominated for 10 Kappa Marquee Awards, including Best Musical Production, most by any school. The senior orchestra students competed in 3 OMEA state competitions and received straight superior ratings every year. They participated in 4 years of OMEA solo and ensemble with straight superior ratings. They have participated in an orchestra trip to New York City and had a master class with the New York Philharmonic conductor. And although our choirs were unable to participate in adjudicated events this year, The 2021 seniors have had multiple years of superior ratings at both OMEA, large group, and solo and ensemble. Would our performing arts students please stand to be recognized? In the visual arts, Bailey Infinger painted artwork to represent the 21st Congressional District for the exhibition displayed in the Vern Rife Center and the Ohio State House connector hallways. Additionally, a large number of our seniors created impressive 2D, 3D pieces in a number of mediums over the course of their 4 years, and now many of them are planning to major in visual arts in college. We want to congratulate those students down that professional path. With those students attending a visual arts college, please stand to be recognized. In addition to academies, performing, and visual arts, the class of 2021 has also been successful athletically. Dublin Jerome has shown itself to be one of the most well-rounded athletic programs in the OCC and in Central Ohio. Although the seasons were very unique, our teams were competitive at the highest levels. In the fall, the boys golf team finished 4th in the state, and our boys cross-country team finished 15th. The winter boys and girls swimming teams made it to state and finished 11th and 12th respectively. And the gymnastics team qualified for state and finished 9th overall. In mid-March, the Dublin Jerome competitive cheers program made history by winning 5 OASSA state championships. While the spring season is still going on, our boys tennis team, doubles teams qualified for state and completed their season yesterday. Last evening, Silas Kayua finished 3rd in the 110 hurdles, and Sam Melican as a part of the 4x400 team. They both will be competing at the state championships right down here next weekend. Our boys volleyball team were regional runners-up, and the boys lacrosse team made it to the Final Four with a win over Dublin Kaufman last evening. Lastly, I want to talk a little bit about the service you guys have provided over the course of this year. You guys have been a part of National Honor Society, Student Council, CAP, Key Club, Teen Institute. I could go on and on. You've volunteered, you've raised money, and you've even started your own programs committed to the Jerome and Dublin community. The determination, the drive, and desire to contribute to a greater cause than oneself has always impressed me. Thank you to all of you for committing yourself to our community. Thank you. It is so challenging to establish a cutoff when honoring all of you. Regardless if we honored you today or at another point throughout the year, please know that we're extremely proud of you, of your talents, and everything you've done for Dublin Jerome. Thank you. Of our 116 valedictorians, 2 valedictorians were selected in a speaking audition before a committee of students and staff members to represent the larger group of valedictorians as class speakers this afternoon. Ragav Kulur is our first speaker. Hoping to make an impact on the citizens of Dublin, Ragav has taken an active role in his community throughout his high school career. He co-founded PFS, Police and Fire Scholarship, a nonprofit scholarship fund for children of first responders, raising $50,000 in 2 years. Committed to sharing revolutionary ideas, Ragav curated the world's second ever TEDx Drive-In event as a speaker director of TEDx Innovation Drive. He is heavily involved in various clubs and cultural organizations as a recipient of the Community Champion Award and President's Award. This fall, Ragav will attend Brown University and major in quantitative economics and political science. Please welcome Ragav to the stage.
To our families, loved ones, teachers, custodians, and administration, thank you. You made it possible for us to be here today. And congratulations, class of 2021. We made it out the mud. We did it. Good things have only two aspects in common. They all start with a solid foundation, and they all come to an end. Now today, I'm not here to talk to you about what's coming to an end, but instead, what's only just begun. To emphasize the significance of us graduating, I must take you on a nostalgic trip back to where it all started, where our foundation began. The first day of freshman year. Kicked off our high horses as the kings and queens of middle school, we were thrust into the unknown world of high school, at the bottom of the food chain. We began our journey of finding ourselves, who we are, what we enjoy, our passions. A year filled with firsts. From our first time awkwardly asking a girl to homecoming, to reading Shakespeare's gibberish, thank God for Spark Notes, to the first time swearing in class and not getting in trouble, to talking to someone from another middle school and becoming friends. We added upon our foundation, slowly, steadily. And of course, I'll always remember our first football game, excited to be a part of the rowdy Jerome jungle. We laughed as the seniors going crazy at the bottom of the stands. We tried pushing our way closer and closer to the front, knowing the closer we got, the cooler we were. The best part of those Friday nights was when all the freshman girls went home and posted a picture on Instagram, quoting in their caption their Lord and Savior, Drake. So, invoking the insightful spirit of our generation's greatest philosopher, Drake said, "All in all, I learned a lesson from it though. You never see it coming, you just get to see it go." Just like that, we were sophomores, our last year as underclassmen and no longer the rookies at Jerome. For some of us, this meant a rude awakening of the true rigor of AP courses. Others still didn't even know what AP stood for. We were finally given the inaugural right to make fun of freshmen and graduated from the rectangular lunch tables to the round ones, a clear sign of us climbing the food chain. More importantly, we were told by our teachers that high school content was important to remember for the real world. You know, like the mitochondria being the powerhouse of the cell and other stuff we already don't remember. Together, as a class, we continued to grow, exploring new classes, new clubs, making relationships with teachers, and strengthening friendships with our classmates. I bet I don't have to remind you, but junior year was crazy. It all started out as fun and games. An extended spring break, school's out for the rest of the year, shortened exams, pass-fail classes, heck yeah. It was like getting diagnosed with senioritis a year early. The joke was really on us though. Just a few weeks of quarantine and our boredom drove us to the brink of insanity. We actually wanted to go back to school. When was the last time you wanted that? But the pandemic provided us a time to reflect, to internalize our experiences and learn about ourselves. Together we came out stronger, once again adding to our foundation, fortifying it. Then came senior year. Our glory days as the kings and queens of Jerome had finally begun. But our spotlight was taken when Kanye ran for president and Forbes reported that TikTok stars made more money in a year than we will likely make in our lifetime. But in all seriousness, we were troopers. We not only survived a super calm national election, but we also successfully navigated the not at all confusing college application process. As a matter of fact, I would argue that our creativity soared this year. We slept on Google Meets, we took classes from our beds, and we made up super believable excuses on why we were late. Like, our Wi-Fi was out, or our Chromebook died and then our dog ate it, and then the power went out only in our house and nowhere else. But still, we built on our foundation. We reminisced on our high school experience in college essays and put teacher relationships to the test through teacher recommendations, and stood as the leaders and role models of Jerome, be it in clubs, arts, sports, or academics. As I look back, I have no regrets, and I hope you don't have any either, because although these incredible 4 years are coming to an end, our lives, they're just getting started. We've had the privilege to develop such an unshakable foundation. Our values and morals nurtured by our families, our minds and character enriched by our teachers, and relationships and happiness cherished by our friends. I have no doubt in my mind we will all accomplish not just good things, but great things. Now, with a strong foundation comes a chance to take charge of our lives and leave our mark on the world, a chance to embrace our dreams and pursue our passions. Let your foundation be the ladder that helps you reach the stars. To our loved ones, especially the moms who are worried about us leaving home and starting the next chapter of our lives, leaving you as empty nesters, I want you to know that we will be okay. And not just okay, but amazing. Because we are homegrown, Jerome made, always and forever. So today, I ask my fellow classmates to act on the potential I see in each and every one of us, to tackle adversity head on and reach the goals that we desire. Change your narrative from dreamer to doer and live a life of purpose and intent. Be disruptive. Be the catalyst of action and the embodiment of vigor. None of us are meant to be common, to settle, to be so-so. We are meant to transcend the confines of limitation and succeed. Jerome class of 2021, today I'll leave you with food for thought. There are only two types of people in this world, the forgotten and the phenomenal. Which one will you be? Thank you. Thank you.
While our orchestra could not be here today, they did prepare a performance, Cante Partiro. Please enjoy. Our second valedictorian speaker today is Manasa Nandingam. Manasa has been heavily involved in Indian classical music and dance throughout her life and has won numerous national awards for singing. She is the president and founder of KOCA, a nonprofit that raises money for charity by teaching children in the Midwest to sing. Manasa is also a National Merit Scholarship recipient, a U.S. President Scholars candidate, and a competitive member of Dublin Jerome's HOSA and speech and debate teams. She will be attending Yale University in the fall and plans to double major in molecular, cellular, and developmental biology and linguistics. Please welcome Manasa to the stage.
Hello, everyone. Before I begin this speech that I'm sure you all can't wait for, I want to thank all the amazing parents, siblings, and friends who have helped make our high school experience all the more memorable. Thank you to all of our teachers, and good afternoon to the families, alumni, guests, and faculty here today. To my peers in the class of 2021, congratulations on finally making it through 12 long years of waking up way too early for the sake of education. We finally made it, and I'm honored to be here today celebrating our accomplished class. It felt fast, but it's been a long journey, all the way from awkwardly walking in through the front doors on the first day as freshmen while strangers clapped and cheered, to right now, the moment we graduate from high school. As Charles Dickens put it, it's been the best of times, it's been the worst of times. We're finally past painful standardized testing and AP exams. We're done with attempting to navigate C-Wing using the extremely helpful arrows on the ground that everyone followed. And our days of showing off our seniority at round lunch tables are finally in the past. No more waiting in a 20-minute lunch line the day pasta is served. No more pounding on the mouse pad of your Chromebook with the hopes that it'll finally load. And to my former AP Gov classmates, you will never have to pivot your desk again. Each day was a new adventure, from freaking out when you bubbled in B 4 times in a row on your test, to staring at the clock until it was finally our favorite time of the day, 2:42 p.m. And then, junior year, COVID hit, making an unprecedented impact on AMSCO and every single one of our lives. Bringing grocery bags inside became a 2-hour ordeal. We were buying toilet paper in bulk without really knowing why. Breakfast became a 15-course meal, and we began to see the dreary 11:59 p.m. deadline on all of our assignments. We lost our senior homecoming. We lost the sense of community that came from going to school every day. We lost an important support system to get us through daunting college applications. We got sick of seeing our friends only through our phone screens. And we watched as COVID began to affect our closest loved ones. Charles Dickens also said, "There are dark shadows on the earth, but its lights are stronger in the contrast." We didn't give up when the world threw these problems at us. We wore our masks despite glasses getting fogged up. We social distanced, we cooperated with the transition to online school, and now we're getting vaccinated. We're almost at the light at the end of the tunnel, and overcoming such adversity together is what I think makes our class truly unique. So if there's one thing that I've learned, it's to always be ready to lend a hand or provide a shoulder to lean on. It's that kind of support that got our school and nation through COVID, and what will get us through whatever struggles we may encounter in the future. And so, through learning to navigate the labyrinth of our school, through running to the portables on rainy days, and through back and forth rides between Emerald Campus and Jerome, we've made lifelong friendships and memories. We came in as kids, and we're leaving as adults after discovering the things that we're passionate about, whether that be lacrosse, marching band, Model UN, or the vending machine. A big shout out to all the teachers who have taken this pandemic in stride. Teaching multiple classes of a whopping 4 students while wearing masks or dealing with awkward silence and turned off videos on Google Meets is no easy task. Thank you to Mr. Oren for constantly checking up on us through every step of the pandemic, determined to bring positivity to our day. And thank you, Jerome, for redefining my middle school definition of stress. I'm confident that we are all ready for the next stage of our lives, wherever it may be, and we will forever cherish our days spent at Jerome. Congratulations once again to the senior class, and one last time, go Celts.
Okay, we're getting close. But before we get started, just want to make a quick remark or read you a story. I know you guys have heard a number of times about how much you've learned from the pandemic, about how resilient you are, how flexible you become. Think about all the new skills you have, they say. It's also likely you've been told or just constantly reminded of all the things you've missed out on. You know the conversations I'm talking about. Let me tell you, as the principal, trying to write something meaningful to all of you without feeling cliche or trite is extremely difficult. To be honest, the way this year has gone, I'm not sure I'm able to fully grasp the impact of the pandemic had on me, let alone espouse some sort of wisdom on you that may have any meaning. So I've really struggled with what should I say to you as you leave here today. On Wednesday evening, I was driving to my son's soccer game in Xenia, and I saw that Eric Carle passed away, a children's author, at the age of 91. If you don't know him, you know his books. The Very Hungry Caterpillar, Brown Bear, Brown Bear. As I was reminiscing with my wife about reading those books with my own kids, I was struck how his stories were simple, but layered with so much significance. Many might even say philosophy. So as we end our time together at Dublin Jerome, I thought, why not end with a story that you likely heard when you began your school? My guess is this is going to hit you a little different than when you were 5 or 6. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, this warm sun came up, and pop, out of the egg came a tiny, very hungry caterpillar. He started looking for some food. On Monday, he ate through 1 apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, and yet still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomachache. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice leaf, and after that, he felt better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he became a beautiful butterfly. It's my sincerest hope that every single one of you in the class of 2021 stay hungry, stay hopeful. We need your beauty in the world. We love you. We're so proud of you, so proud and how beautiful each one of you has become. Family and friends, please join me once again in congratulating the outstanding class of Dublin Jerome High School. And now the moment you've been waiting for. As we present the graduating class of 2021, we respectfully request that all in attendance respect the dignity of the ceremony. It is important that all family members that are here today can hear the names of each graduate, so please be courteous after your son or daughter's name is read. This ensures that the next family can hear the name of their child. This is a proud moment for us all. Thank you. Members of the Dublin City Schools Board of Education, the students seated before you today have successfully met and completed all of the standards and requirements set forth by the State of Ohio Board of Education and by you, our Dublin City Schools Board. Therefore, it is my distinct pleasure on behalf of the faculty and staff of Dublin Jerome High School to present the 16th graduating class from Dublin Jerome. Handing out the diplomas will be our Dublin City School Board members, Mr. Rick Weiniger and Assistant Principal, Mr. Marty Osman. We are also welcoming relatives of graduates who work for the Dublin City Schools to present diplomas to students in their families. Assisting in the distribution of the diplomas are senior class advisors, Mrs. Diane Murphy and Mr. Roger Murphy. I would also like to welcome Ms. Beth Herchek, Jerome English teacher, and Ms. Rosemary Payne, Spanish teacher, who were selected by the senior class to read the names today. At this time, we present for graduation the class of 2021.
Kareem Aref Abu Amro.
William Paul Ackert.
Darby Ann Adams.
Isabella Rose Adams.
Uzair Ahmed.
Usman Akhtar.
Arvin Rahim Alam.
Nuruddin Alhaj Ali.
Svanika Reddy Alapuram.
Connor Jeffrey Andrews.
Yesh S. Apaji.
Mary Julianne Arnold. Mary is receiving her diploma from her mother, Tammy Arnold, Administrative Secretary at Emerald Campus.
Brianna Marie Ashba.
Nicholas Camilo Baiocchi.
Jack Benton Ballingy.
Anusha Bandaro.
Tiffany S. Bow.
Carter Edward Barco.
Daniel William Barnhouse.
Andrew William Barch.
Nicholas Allen Beal.
Peyton Maxine Beckett.
Jackson True Beggs.
Catherine Lee Bell.
William Marcus Bennett. William is receiving his diploma from his mother, Kristen Bennett, social studies teacher at Sells Middle School.
Catherine Judith Ann Berniger.
Amit Kumar Bendari.
Zareen Rashed Booya.
Addison Patton Blair.
Corey Tyler Blanchard.
Bea Isabel Canlis Bolangaita. Bea is receiving her diploma from her aunt, Lauren Barkhurst, second grade teacher at Hopewell Elementary.
Anisha Renee Boone.
Samhitha Bopana.
Luke David Bornhorst.
Gerald Todd Boroff, Jr.
Samantha Marie Bowers. Samantha is receiving her diploma from her mother, Katya Bowers, social studies teacher at Carr Middle School.
Molly Isabel Brengartner.
Brandon Lewis Briggs.
Olivia Ann Brooks.
Van Ryan Bruckner.
Sydney Elaine Ellen Elizabeth Browning.
Tyler James Burkett.
Andrew Charles Butcher. Andrew is receiving his diploma from his father, C.D. Butcher, visual arts teacher at Jerome High School.
Braden James Bush.
Nicholas Anthony Campani.
Jackson Wyrick Byrne.
Isabel Christian Carlisle.
Austin John Kenner Carlin.
Kyle Jacob Karskeden.
Jacqueline Grace Carpenter.
Hohen Cyrus Chan.
John Joseph Catrabone IV.
Alan Chen.
Hashim Rehan Chaudhry.
Rushik Varma Chilavuri.
Jeffrey Ya Cheng.
Samuel Anton Cho.
Pranathi Chintalapudi.
Max Joseph Christensen.
Ryan Alam Chowdhury.
Alexis Marie Cleland.
Ethan Chung.
Travis Anderson Klein. Travis is receiving his diploma from his father, Bob Klein, science teacher at Carrier Middle School.
Brandon William Cleveland.
Kai Joseph Coleman.
Simon William Cole.
William Thomas Corson.
Sarah Eileen Coleman.
Ashley Alexis Kovitz.
Alexis Noel Costas.
Benjamin Christian Kripe.
Shelby Michelle Craig.
Madeline Mackenzie Diker.
Ava Lane Chekayevsky.
Graham Allen Dobner.
Abhishek Reddy Damugatla.
Ian Jonathan Dean.
Carolina de Freitas Lima.
Aaron Trevor Dadula.
Akil Divala.
Suma Gunjanan Deshpande.
Claire Catherine Deffett.
Ashton Elizabeth Deach.
Anam Jainul Dewani.
Anthony Vincent DePaulo.
Iniko Alfred Dillenberger.
Noah Matthew Dorsey.
Jack Thomas Donahue.
Maya Simone D'Souza.
Riley Elizabeth Douglas.
Connor Timothy Duffy.
Arya Reddy Dudipala.
Mia Grace Durant. Mia is receiving her diploma from her mother, Nicole Durant, kindergarten teacher at Chapman Elementary.
Luke Ryan Dufour.
Manith Prem Elendula.
Jacob Daniel Edwards.
Janelle Faith Emmett.
Grace Marie Ellerbrock.
Lillian Carolyn Engel.
Bailey Madison Enfinger.
Paulina Nicole Esquera.
Jacob Alexander Ernst.
Lucia Elizabeth Farmer.
Grace Caroline Farrand.
Aaron Wilson Fernando.
Benjamin Stephen Fassett.
Megan Rose Flanagan.
Marissa Michael Fielding.
Kristen Nicole Fontenot.
Reagan Michelle Fontana.
Eric David Franklin.
Alessandra Elizabeth Ford.
Siddharth Venkateshwar Gadapalli.
Kyson Eric Gabriel.
Nelson Zaid Garcia Velasco.
Grace Elizabeth Galley.
Jenna Marie George.
John David Garrity. John is receiving his diploma from his mother, Peggy Garrity, math teacher at Grizel Middle School.
Nicola Daisy Glanville.
Jenna Nicole Gelati.
Roberto Gonzalez Garcia.
Logan Daniel Goldberg.
Kara Nicole Gosnell.
Aishwarya Gosangi.
Gunnar James Grass.
Tommaso Gianni Greva.
Tyler David Grooms.
Abigail Louise Grissom. Abigail is receiving her diploma from her mother, Tracy Grissom, phys ed teacher at Scottish Corners Elementary.
Luke Thomas Gritza.
Jordan Dominic Gross.
Justin Shalom Guo.
Jashritha Gadanti. Sorry.
Kushbu Gupta.
Owen Sujie Guo.
Olivia Grace Haynes.
Joseph Michael Haas.
Evan Patrick Halligan.
Hayden Alexander Hale.
Mia Grace Harness.
Landon Joseph Hale.
Rachel Michaela Hayes.
Derek Hahn.
William Phineas Herman.
Braden Michael Havenstein.
Kaylee Renee Hoffman.
Lauren Michael Helbig.
Carly Marie Holscher.
Catherine Jane Height.
Elizabeth Cameron Hooten.
Andrew Mark Hohenbrink.
Devin Jacob Howard.
Sydney Alexandra Holtman.
Emma Catherine Hall.
Brendan Michael Hopkins.
Zachary Hideyoshi Imamura.
Jonathan Huang.
Aditya Damaje Jambale.
Kumail Akbar Hussain.
Rajiv Reddy Jeannie Geary.
Caroline Elizabeth Ingraham.
Nishta Jindul.
Mina Lee J. Raman.
Sarah Marie Johnson.
Jesse Andrew Jeffress.
Henry Frederick Dylan Jones.
Jordan Luke Jeffress.
Sarah S. Judson.
Daryl David Jobin.
Raghav Venkat Kalori.
Owen Roy Johnston.
Subhash Chandra Kanaparthi.
Disha Jotsingani.
Neha Chowdhury Kankanala.
Nathan William Jung.
Silas England Kayuha.
George Alexander Camlet.
Taylor Reese Kelly.
Charles Robert Kane.
Anna Lenore Kennedy.
Bernard John Karam III.
Krishna Kewali.
Jordan Marie Kavishe.
Siddharth Prasad Kagkikar.
Chase Michael Keller.
Sophia Elizabeth Korshedy.
Edward Lewis Kelly.
Irene Nahyun Kim.
Anish Kathini.
Nathan Dylan Kirk.
Megan Kathleen Keys.
Rohith Anand Kalori.
Hanya Khan.
Moet Conaru.
Davin Lee Ko.
Rishi Kusik.
Evan Robert Kindler.
Jack Michael Coleman.
Omari Abu Kissy.
Marissa Elizabeth Maloney.
Anidur Kondapanini.
Joel Robert Kunzelman.
Rishi Kumar Reddy Kosna.
Ji Woo Kwan.
Ava Nicole Kovach.
Luke Allen Laufenberg.
Vikram Vijay Kumar.
Audrey Nicole Lieb.
Charles Vincent Kupfer.
Tito Lacto Leong.
Aiden Robert Lauterbach.
Aiden Lee.
Ainsley Maureen Lawler.
James Hunter Linville. James is receiving his diploma from his stepmother, Peggy Garrity, math teacher at Grizel Middle School.
Stephen Craig Lanker II.
Amaris Nicole Lowry. Amaris is receiving her diploma from her uncle Jay Stoner, intervention specialist at Kaufman High School.
Dalton Wheeler Lewis.
Caden Peter Kennedy Manos.
Tyler Lynn.
Marina Diana Murado.
Piper Jane Lockwood.
Seth Thomas Martin.
Madeline Grace Lucas.
Sean Morgan McCarthy.
Sanjana Mangapuram.
Keely Alana McClure.
Aladini Reddy Maradpally.
Julia Catherine McGinley.
Nishi Reddy Marpudga.
Kelly Smith McLaughlin.
Lindsay Ellen Mayo.
Brennan William McTighe.
Marie Frances Mayo.
Ava Jane Miner.
Matthew James McClements.
Michael Logan Menning.
Matthew Proctor McDonough.
Lauren Elizabeth Metzger.
Massimo Brazil McKee.
Kirsten Mackenzie Mitchell.
Ryan Michael McQuain.
Arshia Anjum Muhammad.
Ella Caroline Mahaffey.
Harrison James Moses.
Samantha Arden Melican.
Leonida Madeline Murphy.
Damian Arda Maramy.
Rowdy William Murphy. Rowdy is receiving his diploma from his grandfather, Roger Murphy, Dublin Jerome Senior Class Advisor.
Jenna Elizabeth Messmore.
Jonah Hale Myers.
Ryan Lee Miller. Ryan is receiving his diploma from his mother, Megan Miller, and father, David Miller, language arts and 5th grade teachers at Grizel Middle School and Indian Run Elementary.
Rucha Hitesh Nanda.
Gavin Brown Malicki.
Anushka Raman Nath.
Andrew Paul Morrill.
Holden Hui Win.
Harshitha Munigala.
Ainsley Marie Nutter.
Margaret Rhodes Murphy.
Nicholas Seth O'Brien.
Rushikesh Reddy Maskula.
Sapalu Chuku Maris Ananwizi.
Sai Damvi Lalasa Nagi Reddy.
Oziama Miracle Deborah Eze.
Manasa Nundigam.
Nemeka Cornelius Okereze.
Alexandra Kelly Neal.
Charles David Onesti.
Janelle Serwa Nimako.
Aiden Connors Osborne.
Tyler Robert Nutting.
Dominic Angelo Pisano.
Nicole Elizabeth Ogden.
Vishvas Palerla.
Sierra Jasmine Oliver.
Mohini Vinayak Parvate.
Grace Marie Orr.
Ashley Madison Hurley.
Aaliyah Abed Saeed Osman.
Anthony James Petrill.
Josh Dimitri Pawa.
Mackenzie Paige Pochiro.
Benjamin Michael Palmer.
Calvin Daniel Poptic.
Sadiksha Pellaru.
Bryce Michael Pizer.
Amanda Kathleen Perry.
Alex Jose Ramirez.
Olivia Nicole Perry.
Xenia Raymond.
Samantha Grace Perry.
Luca Ricciuti.
Victoria Rose Perry.
Dean Conti Rigby.
Madison Laura Elizabeth Plummer.
Caitlin Aaron Roberts.
Catherine Lane Polina.
Keegan Matthew Robinson.
Rahul Pramod Prabhu.
Caitlin Pamela Root.
Madeline Grace Rager.
Andrew James Rozitz.
Anantha Kirthana Rayarao.
Antoinette Alethea Ruff.
Robin Louise Reinhardt.
Jack Christopher Ryan.
Mackenzie Marie Richards.
Mohammed Haval Sadla.
Ella Hercha Roberts.
Jenna Saleh.
Kenneth James Robinette.
Nitin Sangha.
Addison Tiffany Rogers.
Matthew Elijah Santiago.
Jane Tucker Rothaker.
Shagnik Sarkar.
Sarah Kirkman Rothaker.
Grace Lauren Schleter.
Vanessa Marshall Ruck.
Sydney Wenshen Sito.
Elizabeth Shea Ryan.
Brandon Ashton Shanazi.
Natalie Rosina Ryan.
Amir Ahmed Shaltami.
Hilwa Mohammed Saleh.
Bryn Olivia Shea.
Tatum Jordan Sainholtz.
Claudia Jane Shearer.
Anthony James Santa Emma.
Anthony Tomas Shiloh.
Nisha Chanthani Saranath.
Nicholas Allen Seach.
Jonathan Tyler Shade.
Kalia Noel Simmons.
Crossan William Shock.
Ashwin Raj Singh.
Isabel Danielle Cycle.
Leah Mary Smith.
Yusuf Ali Shazad.
James Ethan Smythe.
Asta Shankar.
Evan Matthew Snyder.
Nathan Michael Sheridan.
Mia Marie Summer.
Jonathan Winslow Shetler.
Natalia Angelina Spanhel.
Layla Casey Schumann.
Rahul Joshua Srinivas.
Amog Sai Silapadaseti.
Ankit Srivastava.
Mara Brooke Simmons.
Elijah Isaac Sternberg.
Madeline Marie Slater.
Chelsea Ann Stewart.
Sydney Ann Smith.
Kareen Ronnie Sood.
Benjamin Henry Snyder.
Joel Abhishek Sapogu.
Jack Robert Sainer. Jack is receiving his diploma from his mother, Julia Miller, paraprofessional at Dublin Preschool.
Megumi Takamasa.
Soham Dharmesh Sarathia.
Ashley Paige Tarrant.
Anna Grace Speeney.
Matthew Brian Thomas.
Pooja Srinivasan.
Ethan David Tom.
Nikhil Srivastava.
Max Allen Utrup.
Sammy Marshall Stoner. Sammy is receiving his diploma from his father, Jay Stoner, intervention specialist at Kaufman High School.
Emily Tegwin Van Staden.
Emma Catherine Stewart.
Kiera J. Villela.
Andrew Hyun Sung.
Brendan Eric Vogelsong.
Robert Brendan Taggart.
Erin Elizabeth Wallers.
Tashara Talasila.
Evan Shane Webb.
Zachary Kroll Taylor.
Gavin Alexander Weiss.
Sahithi Thumaluri.
Meredith Ellen Wheeler.
Michael Maximilian Eber. Michael is receiving his diploma from his mother, Irma Eber, Spanish bilingual aide at Chapman Elementary.
Chloe Anna Wicks.
McKenna Lee Van Bergendine.
Caitlin Gale Williams.
Aditya Vandamasu.
Owen Hunt Wohlers.
Sathvik Nikolai Visu Rakapali.
Austin Craig Wright. Austin is receiving his diploma from his aunt, Jackie Wright, 4th grade teacher at Bailey Elementary.
Austin Charles Wagner.
Miyuka Yamauchi.
Haley Olivia Watson.
Leah Rose Yegerlener.
Reed Thomas Weigel.
Dennis Fang Zhao.
Brooke Ann Wheeler.
Justin Fang Zhao.
Samuel Allen White.
Claire Michelle Zingery.
Campbell Reese Williams.
Rose.
Ashton Michael Wilson. No. Adam Jason Wolshire. Adam is receiving his diploma from his mother, Alicia Wolshire, 4th grade teacher at Indian Run Elementary. Austin David Weiner. Jacob Robert Yarbrough. Brinley Robin Young. And Ryan John Ziegler.
Oh no, my little thing. I would like to now introduce our senior cabinet co-leaders, Bea Bolangaita, Sammy Bapana, Mia Harness, Kirsten Mitchell, Pooja Srinivasan, for the turning of the tassels. Come on up, guys.
Class of 2021, please stand at this time. We stand before you as your class representatives.
You may now move your tassel from the right to the left.
Congratulations, class of 2021, we did it! Please remain standing at this time. Each row will be dismissed.
Congratulations!
Please stay in your rows. We'll process out from the outside in, guys. Please stay in your rows.